What's up, everybody? This Highest Channel here, and once again, thanks for keep following and keeping up to dates and the stuff that I do post. Yeah, because I mostly post some of the stuff that's also rush dueling stuff that's new. And in today's video, what we're gonna be talking about is the review of the well, it's like a review of me looking at the box that's coming on the 31st. So one other thing that's been taking my mind is that since we got in the early development, we got in January we got the tag team tournament, the Duelist Kingdom, and then we still don't have what's coming at the late January. So one of the things is that it could be a alternative style character, or it could be just a regular new character. So last year of the 2025, 2025, that was basically the new year. They had Soul Burner, um, Pyro Phoenix who had a summon animation, and Rainbow Needles was the one that also had summon animation, just like Regular Draco was the campaign. They both was the campaign thing. Yeah, because I know even though we gotta wait, we had to wait because for Rainbow Needles we had to wait until the mid to get the what's that called? To get Rainbow Needles. And the point is that the only difference is they built the boss for Rush. They had it in the mid. They didn't have it on the 5th of January. So yeah, so it's a lot of anniversary bosses that's going to be part of that. So the one other thing is that we have these other bosses. We also got these skills that we're going to be looking over. That's going to be more good. That's whatever that goes on with that. Because one other thing I know next one is going to be a mini boss. If it's a speed new character, is going to be a mini boss regardless of how Rush is. It's going to be a mini boss anyways. So the next thing what we're going to look at is just the new bundle skills. So I know we talked about this a few other times. So one of the things is that this card also, so this card is normal summon. You can send one Zodiac card from your deck to your graveyard, and then sees who's random type of Beast Warrior that has this as interrogated. This is a fake attack on material starts for someone. So yeah, this is basically setting up the monster that you have to send to your graveyard because this could also work. I can see this being used in the Tri-Burial deck. I think that probably be with that. I don't know if the skill works with that. So no beast type word ones other than level 4. Yeah, it could work, and so yeah, it could work. But just as this being known, all these cards you see on here is the cards that's going to be added to the as some of these cards is in the box. Some the one I know the other one is in the bundle. So like just for me, if I get the bundle, I'm not gonna be able to get everything in that box. Just to let you know. Because regardless of this card is not gonna tell me this is not a deck I'll be doing anyways because we don't got most of the support of this. Not even yet. That's why I say like some of these decks is not gonna be good for right now. So you get the card sleeves and stuff in the art icon. So we have these are the skills. So this is the skill that we talked about a few other times. So one other thing when people say you need 3 of the minus the United Dragon, you don't. And plus you could add right as Dragon into this deck too. And plus this card lets you add item. I guess it depends on if you control dark magician dragon monster, or if your opponent controls a monster, just play one dark magician from your deck face down. That's a specific item. So the whole purpose is that you could summon red as dragon with this But I had tonight, just to let you know. Yeah, because there's a few cards, like a few cards that has dark just has a fusion material. They can use that just like dark magician. I guess it's certain one. No, it's not certain one. It's one that got dark magician. So that could be more easier to summon. Then we have intertwined memory. So this is basically the skill for the brand fusion. Basically, we could just say the Chronicles follow the S-Bill's skills. So you could basically it has on the following of Asbel, Estel, and Triburial Sprites, and Sword Soul, and Ice Chain Monster. So yeah, so that's it's a good skill. And then we have a skill for the Drytron ritual deck. But the good thing about this is that you can do a whole lot of things with adding a level one, reveal one, level one dice monster, add ritual monster. So I just say that this deck could be in the meta, like in the TI3 or TI2. So we'll see how that goes. And then the one thing about the trap tricks territory skill, it's a very good skill too. So it's gonna be a lot of earth insect and plant monsters you have to worry about. That's I guess some of them is some of the trap tricks monsters do have plant insects as monster type, and it could do a whole lot of big damage. So this deck is going to be hard to go against. Just to be honest, like anything you're doing with the trap hole effects, and especially since we got the late monster, you could do pretty much anything with this skill. So we're gonna see how good this goes. The dragon rule. So yeah, this is just another one of this. So it's the same about effect. So yeah, it's just like just all these skills. Like the one of the main ones are really good. So they really are good skills. So that's why I just like one of the things is that itemizers could be used for this reason. I just think like for this main reason is that like why would you the only ones you be summoning is probably like the spellcaster ones, like the ones for the dark magician. And then I think since dragoon is being added, you could use that on this so it could be used very other way. And the good thing is that you could be able to use they don't restrict it. I'm pretty sure down the line when dragoon does get played, they probably don't restrict it from it. I don't know, like with these skills, they let you play any extra deck monster that's in there with the Xyz monsters and secret monsters also. Because it's a lot of the players that mix it up. They always mix the deck up. That's why some of the cards is banned now because of the cards that's being mixed up with it. So that's all for the skills. Because we got like basically just 3 days, so that's like on the 31st in the morning and 9 o'clock. So we could take the box out. And we already know that brand fusion is already limited 3, so I already told you guys this. And then we had the first. Okay, so the first card is the trap tricks hold T. So this is another card that's going to be also a good card basically on the fact that you can see right here. So you can activate this card the turn it was set by just discard one normal trap. So just as you know, some track tricks monsters does like the support does mostly have normal traps. Well, yeah, most likely you have that anyway. So yeah, this will be a good effect to use. And then we have discard. So necessarily you don't really. I just say I expect few of the other people to have two of these. They not gonna have three. I'm like, most of the time they do have three. I don't see why would you have three for a big reason, because you're not gonna be using most of the I guess for dragon it's gonna be mostly spellcaster monsters anyways. And you can summon this card way more easier. How the way this is, yeah, because this card gonna probably be it's probably gonna be up to two or three and it has very good protection. And then we also finally have Mirror Jade the Ice Blade Dragon. So this card could definitely go. The brand fusion deck is gonna be so powerful that it's gonna have a bunch of things that's gonna be coming between in it with the follow Asbel. So we're gonna have to be careful with the mix of the fusion. So like the whole purpose is that they trying to break the matter with this, but 9 out of 10 is not going. It's probably not going to work as it is. And we have brand fusions. As we know, we already know what this is. So you can't special summon any monster in your deck except fusion monsters from there. So you're gonna have to be a little bit more careful with how you do things when you use this card. And then this card, this probably be the only sprint card. I don't know. I think it's more than this. So if it's a fusion monster that lists Fire Angels and great as a material on your field or graveyard, you can special summon this card from the hand. And this also just put one of your brand spells card that is banned or in your deck or graveyard to the place it from your hand to the bottom of your deck. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Then we have this card Zaro Barrage. So this card doesn't necessarily work for your deck. Basically not in your deck. Basically for extra deck. Basically for the Xyz monsters. Because they had to change it a little bit more a bit because they kind of had an effect that it could be destroyed. I guess it's be some kind of effect for. I guess it's from the deck. I think it's only because you target one face of the card you control, then you destroy it if you if you do special summon it's already a monster from the deck. So if this card is destroyed by a card face, it's great. Target one zero monster with that shit too. Yeah, so that's more basically what it does. It's pretty powerful. And then we also have this. So this card gonna come in handy. This card is gonna come in handy. So when we get Saga of the Master Dragon, I guess that's how you say it. This will be more easier for you to summon it. But the thing is that what you would do is that you have that Ultimate Fusion card, and then you would just set that up for the next turn. So the thing is that this card is very good, but the point is you're not gonna be able to special summon from your extra deck. So just the purpose of you doing this is to have monsters in your graveyard, your Fallen Angel monsters in your graveyard, Dominate monsters in your graveyard, just to set up some kind of restriction. Yeah, basically you setting up something so it can hurt your opponent's extra deck, and or you setting up some kind of special summon, most likely for the next turn. And then we have this card. I'm actually surprised that none of the ritual monsters are UR cards. That's the big surprise thing. Okay, so one of the things this card also adds for ritual monsters. Yeah, deck's in. So this typical card, I just say that this is not really like a hurting thing because you can use the skill to do it, but I guess it's just a secondary thing. Now, one of the things is that you can use the other. I'm surprised the other ritual card. I mean, it's not gonna be in this too. It's kind of too early for that to be in there. But yeah. Okay, so we had Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. So just as you know, when you use Dark Magical Circle, you can also banish a card when this card does appear on the field because it does become Dark Magician when it comes on the field. So, and the good thing is that your opponent cannot target other monsters on the effect. So plus, if you had the Eternal Soul, you could protect this for any card effects. So that's a good thing to do. But the only difference is that the only way you could deal with this if you could triple it with a monster like Lava Golem or some other thing. So that's probably what you have to watch out for. I think that's what people will start running in their deck is those are the best thing to get rid of powerful monsters that affected back. All right, so we got some more trap tricks monsters. So just as you know, it's gonna be some more. It's gonna probably be up to two. I think it's only two, or is it four? Unless they have some more reprints or some other cards. Yeah, but I think it's only about like two. I know it's four cards that's gonna be for Versa. I think Versa. I think so. Yeah. So this card's unaffected by whole trap. Yeah, we know this. All the trap tricks are. Okay, so when this card is normal summon, you could add one trap tricks guardian from your deck to hand. So this card is definitely you want to have, so you can have the guardian thing. So that this will be a good thing. Yeah, this card is pretty much a good big threat. And this one's it's also good too. That you can stop monsters from being summoned. So one of the things is that you could use this for the what's that called? The Sword Soul, because the Sword Soul doesn't have any protection. They only protection is monsters effects. So the point is, if you use a trap card, you could you can even banish it. You could do anything with extra deck monsters. You could do anything that you want with these trap supports. Yeah, and then you get a bonus if you have a trap hole monster trap card in your graveyard too. You can banish a card, banish a monster from the opponent's graveyard. That's cool. Then we also had this. So yeah, this is a good bonus. Yeah, because this card fuses something. So yeah, but the monster can't attack though. Fusion monster can't attack. Then we have Zodiac Route Blades. So this would be a good card for you to have with the Xyz monster. So I just say that like you have to summon all these Xyz like the Xyz monsters you summon. You gotta make sure you summon these more wisely. It's like with this kind of day, you gonna have to summon your Xyz monsters if you're trying to attack with it. You gonna have to use those Xyz monsters for these monsters effects way carefully and way more important with kind of situation. So that's why I just then we had Zodiac Cockline. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yeah, so this is the monster that you have to be very careful with because this definitely could gain a whole lot of attack points. Then if this is something with this, yeah, that's you could definitely end the duel in one turn. And then we had Zodiac Rain. I feel like they had the same effect, but they don't. And then this card does have a effect that can destroy a face-up card on the field, so you have to be careful. Then we also have Trap Tricks Zero. So this card is unaffected by trap card effects. That's interesting. If a trap card is activated, you could special summon a that's from the deck. If your other trap monster is activated, or you could set one. So this card is gonna be definitely special for the just to let you know it's a Link 3 monster that's going to be also in the selection box. So, yeah, that's what that is. Then we got the Dragon Ruler card. So, what this does is that this is basically just. And like an Earth, this card one Earth once monster rare special. So you basically like summoning the cards from the graveyard, and then if the card is banished, you can add one Earth Dragon type monster from the deck. And then this card. I'm surprised this card ain't a UR card. So this card is an SR card. So the main bosses you get two cards. So it's basically you get two cards as main bosses and one. They get I guess like mini boss they have one because the main bosses is two SRs. So yeah, and Then this card is also in here. So yeah, these like between the two retro monsters, this one has the effect to can't be targeted with monster effect. So that's a pretty a thing to worry not to worry about. So during your part start advanced monsters, a guy who's combined attack point equal exactly 2,000 for the target war face of card control. Every 2,000. Send that card to the okay. And then this one, yeah, this one's definitely a big one that you need to have. And then we also have giant card corn. So this card is basically just another card. So yeah, this will definitely help good with your trap tricks. Then we have settle trick. So this is another card that's basically for rich. It looks like a illusion card, basically. Yeah, and it is a link monster that I thought we was gonna get that, but yeah, I hope we do get that link monster. That's related. Something's like related to this card. It's not related to it, but it's the name sound familiar to that link monster. That adds a continuous spell card or a continuous trap card. So this is another trap trick support that you could. This card one level 4 inside a play monster or a normal trap. Draw 2 cards. You can banish this card from your target one of your banished level 4 insect or plant monster or normal trap. Face it at the bottom deck. So yeah, this is a good. Yeah, this is definitely a good card to have. And then trap trip guardian. So you can normally addition trap trick monster additionally and normal summon. The first time in each insect or plant monster control what will be destroyed by battle. Each turn is not. You can banish one monster you control. So that's someone try to take a monster from the hero graveyard. Okay, so it's pretty cool. And then we have die is the mantis. This card secret so we can send insects or plant monsters to your deck up to the number of non to use secret summoning. If you control the secret card, you can target one insect or play monster equal treat it as a tune to the end of the turn. Yeah, I don't know exactly what this is. This could set up a whole lot of things with the deck. Then we also have another Trap Tricks monster, Architect Calamus. I'm not saying it. Okay, first time each set card is supposed to strike cost will be destroyed by other phase not. During your main phase, if you control a Trap Tricks monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon any monster from the edge to your deck. Insect or plant monsters. Okay. Then we have this card. So this card is definitely going to help out with the brand fusion, also with the skill. So that especially if a monster for after you control, you could send this card right. So that's a pretty cool card. Then brand sword is going to be in here. So this is going to be a good card to do a lot of big damage, just in case if you swear out of attacks, you could also use this too. So. And then we already know this. Okay, yeah, we knew that these were red plants. Then we had branded rescue troops. Then yeah, so this is a card that actually prevents a spectral summon, but you have to return a face-up fuse monster control to the greater dimensions of all edge and return it to the deck. Yeah, that's what it does. Then we also have a gunship, sun sunship, tunnel carrier. So this was a card in the links that they said was going to come. So this typical exceeds monster. Also, if a field spell, if a field zone is a zone, if a face up field spell is on field, basically, gun monster you control from an edge that cannot be destroyed by your opponent's target gains. Attack was equal to the defense points. Okay. And it's not that really. I mean, then we also have another Zodiac monster, and this is the ritual spell. Another dragon charm monster. Ritual. Yeah, this ritual monster is only best for just for protection from spells and trap cards or effects. So that's good. So yeah, this card also his field spell could come in handy to interrupt your opponent's turn, especially if they're trying to exceed something. That could be something good too. So these are the reprints. I guess they was talking about what they was talking about the reprint with the Cybon and the right kind of thing. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Then we also got a new trap hole. A new trap hole. Another trap hole card. And then we have another plant monster. So yeah, this card also, if this card is special white, control no cards in the field zone, you could add one field spell from the deck to your hand. If this card is destroyed by battle, such grade, sorry, one field spell you could add to your hand with its name from your deck to your hand. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that'd be a cool thing. Then this is the gunship catch of the day. So this is a card you're gonna have to watch out for. This card is short. Is only short by battle by an opponent's card fate. Your opponent pays sacrifice like for each counter on this card. Hmm. That's like infinite damage. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, once per turn, you can feel one gunship ship sorry in your hand. Place one counter if you do reveal one gunship monster. When your opponent declares one gunship monster card itself from the gunship tournament that mission. Any AC small thing at the declared card. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And then this is what was a card that was in the weeks that was going to be added. So this is another spirit monster. Then we have another sword soul card. Then we has tribal drive. Okay. It's just a card that with different monster types. Then we also have another insect toner. So this is basically could be used in the deck. So we'll have to be a little bit careful. Then this card also, so this could actually prevent from your fusion summons being failed. So we'll definitely need that for Burn Fusion. Then we also have another Xyz, Zodiac Xyz monster. And then another Zodiac Kaku Rooster. Oh, this card negates an effect. So when a monster effect that target this card, it can negate the activation by detecting one material from it. Then Zodiac Bunny Blast. Yeah, so they got it's a lot of negates. They got it's a field. Oh, they got the field spell too. Monsters your opponent control cannot target face a word monster control for attack except for the word monster with the highest attack. Okay. And then it also prevent from being destroyed by card phase too. Zora monsters. And then we also have a new gunship, Seven. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, they got some good support here. Yeah, they actually definitely adding a lot of these XCs modes, a lot of these Zodiac cards in here. Yeah, we know this card is gonna be added in there. Then we got Icon Eclipse. Yeah, this card definitely is setting you could just set it up for basically XC something for the ritual something because it requires like a certain amount of attack points that you have to trigger. So yeah. All right, so yeah, they did good with. I'd say this probably be the best box to ever seen from the last box we had. So yeah, this is what they said with the Savant. So they was talking about the box. Like that's the main box. So, yeah, so that's it. And then another thing I did want to talk about, even though I posted it before, is this card. So one of the things is that they like the dinosaur did. Some of the dinosaur support did get banned. Not too long ago. Well, yeah, not too long ago. So just like the ban list, so I guess for the cards, the skills. I don't know when the skills. I think the skills get attacked by the 15 or something like that, and the cards gonna be going effect on generating the knife. I just say that we need more dinosaur support, not other than the other cards that we do have. We need like a different support, like the Dino Wrestling and the other dinosaur support too. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the box. But I just say overall, I just think the box is pretty much good to just add other cards. I just say the Dark Magician doesn't need any more support at the moment right now. I would have been to say that they need support even more because it's a chance they need to put out some more cards for the other decks that can have more strengths with it. So but I don't know, but otherwise from that we have this box, then we have the build a box, the deck build box. That's for Rush. So we're gonna see how the way that goes. I'm also gonna do a video on that. That's whenever it does get posted. It's gonna be quite a while. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and be sure to subscribe and drop a like. And I hope you guys enjoy your day.